Hello friends, welcome to the video in which we will discuss principles of insurance, but we will begin with meaning of insurance. Before we reach on to that main topic of today's video, which is principles of management, we will start with a reference to meaning of insurance. What is insurance? So friends, insurance is an agreement or contract between the two parties called insuree and the insurer, in which insuree means the party who takes insurance and the insurer means the party who gives insurance, that means insurance company. So it is an agreement between these two parties in which insuree agrees to pay regular premiums as per the agreement or contract, and in return the insurer or insurance company gives undertaking to indemnify any loss, financial loss that might occur as per agreement, as mentioned in the agreement. So friends, total details, full terms and conditions related to the insurance contract or agreement is mentioned in the document, and that document is called insurance policy, which is a very important document as far as agreement between insuree and insurer is concerned. Okay, so that is about meaning of insurance, friends. I hope it is clear. Now the main topic, principles of insurance. Now, as insurance agreement is a special agreement in which financial obligations or financial responsibilities arise. So along with provisions of Indian Contract Act, some special rules are also to be followed in the contract of insurance, and they are called principles of insurance. There are 4 basic principles or rules which both parties should follow. Number 1, utmost good faith principle. According to utmost good faith principle, both parties, insuree and insurer, should give full information honestly to one another, should not try to mislead one another, should give correct and full information related to the subject matter and details related to the insurance to both parties. Right? So neither party should try to cheat any other party according to full utmost good faith principle. One example will clarify this more. For example, if a person wants to take insurance of his or her life, and he or she has to fill up a form, and while filling up a form, insurance company, that is insurer, is asking the insuree about his health condition or her health condition. Form में question आता है कि are you suffering from any disease? Now, insuree confidently says that no. And for example, suppose in reality he or she is suffering from heart ailment. In this particular example, he or she, the insuree, is misleading the insurance company. Insuree is not honestly giving information. And remember, if any of these principles of insurance is or are violated, the contract of insurance becomes null and void, रद्द बातल, cancel हो जाता है. So that is principle number 1. Principle number 2, indemnity. Indemnity means to compensate any financial loss that might occur to the insuree by the insurer is called indemnity. Right? Indemnity means to protect, to give protection, to give security against financial risk to the insuree by the insurer is called indemnity. according to indemnity principle, actual loss should be paid by the insurer to the insuree, not more, not less. Again, few examples will clarify this principle more lucidly. Let us take example. Suppose a person takes insurance of his 10 lakh value go down. A person is a businessman having a 10 lakh rupees go down, and he is taking full insurance of 10 lakh rupees. Now, the contract is for 1 year, and during the contract period of 1 year, no kind of loss occurs to the go down. No loss, no kind of damage, no financial loss occurs to the businessman for the go down. What will insurance company pay? The answer is actual loss. Here, actual loss is nil. कोई नुकसान न हुआ, insurance company कुछ नहीं चुकाएगी. Right? Now suppose, let's change the example. 10 lakh go down and 10 lakh full insurance is taken by the businessman. And it so happens that the go down gets destroyed entirely, fully due to fire or any other calamity which is covered under the agreement. So what will insurance company pay now? The answer is simple. Actual loss. And the actual loss is 10 lakh here. So insurance company will pay 10 lakh rupees. And lastly, suppose the insuree takes partial cover. Partial protection means partial insurance, not full insurance. Suppose the same businessman takes insurance for only 5 lakh for the value of 10 lakh go down. The go down having 10 lakh value is taken 5 lakh insurance. Means only 50% insurance is taken. Right? Now it so happens that the go down gets entirely destroyed due to any risk mentioned in the agreement. Now what will insurance company pay? Remember, the damage to the owner is 10 lakh here. He lost his entire go down of 10 lakh rupees. But insurance company will pay 5 lakh rupees. Why? Because insurance cover was taken only for 50% value of the property. So insurance company will pay 5 lakh rupees. This is called, friends, indemnity principle. Some more examples can be taken like this, but here I think we have taken sufficient examples. Next, third, subrogation. Remember, indemnity principle is not applicable to life insurance, because in life insurance, the subject matter of insurance is life of a human being, and human life is invaluable. Its value cannot be measured in terms of money. So in life insurance, insurance company does not calculate actual loss but pays the amount to the insuree equal to the amount of insurance policy that he has taken in life insurance. But in general insurance, it is very much applicable. Number 3, subrogation. Now, what is subrogation? So, according to subrogation principle, in case of full damage done to the property and full amount paid by the insurance company, the scrap of the asset or property will go to the insurance company. That means the insurer. Example will clarify this again. So, let me explain it with example. Suppose I have a vehicle of rupees 50,000, two-wheeler, and I take full 50,000 rupees insurance of that vehicle. Now it so happened somehow that the vehicle got entirely damaged, and I made a claim to the insurance company. Insurance company paid me entire loss amount rupees 50,000, total value of the vehicle. Now whatever scrap of that vehicle will be there will go to whom? Will go to the insurance company. Though I was the owner of the vehicle, but the scrap will now go to the insurance company. Because why? Simple. Insurance company compensated me total amount of loss that I suffered. So whatever scrap remains will go to the insurance company as per subrogation principle. Again, in subrogation principle is also not applicable in life insurance, but very much applicable in general insurance. Fourth and last principle, friends. Insurable interest means what? Insurable interest means financial interest, as simple as that. According to this principle, the insuree must have financial interest or insurable interest in the subject matter of insurance or the item for which insurance is taken. It is called insurable interest. Some examples will clarify this more clearly. Number one, for example, a house owner or a building owner has insurable interest in the building. Why? Because he owns the building that for which the insurance is taken. Now, if any loss occurs to the building, that is the financial loss to the owner. So we can say that the owner of the house or building has insurable interest or financial interest in the building, and so he can take the insurance. But a person who has nothing to do with that building cannot take insurance of that building, according to this principle. In second example. Okay, for example, I have financial interest in my vehicle, the vehicle which I own. If any damage occurs to that vehicle, it will be financial loss to me. So I can take insurance of my vehicle, but you cannot take insurance of my vehicle. Similarly, I cannot take insurance of your vehicle, because if anything happens to your vehicle, you will suffer loss and not me. How can I take insurance? So according to this principle, the insuree must have insurable interest or financial interest in the item to be insured. Otherwise, you cannot take the insurance. Okay? So these are the four basic principles which are to be followed. If not followed, the contract automatically gets cancelled, null and void. So they are to be followed by both parties, insuree and insurer. Okay? So thank you. Thank you for time. Thank you till next video.